Hi guys, happy Monday. We only have two more after this. Can you believe it? Two more Mondays. It's crazy. I'm going to go through what we're going to do today. It should be a shorter day and a little bit easier day. Let me know if you have any questions as you are working through things. So today, ELA and science are going to be kind of combined. You are going to research amphibians, specifically frogs and toads. You're going to read the book Frog or Toad. The YouTube link is down at the bottom. And it says to highlight or underline the following information in your book, but you can't really do that when it's online. So you can just write this stuff in your journal. So you're going to write 2 facts about frogs, 2 facts about toads, and then 2 ways that frogs and toads are different. And if you can't get all the information from the book, you should be able to, but feel free to look up information on your own. Then you are, so that was kind of science for science more than ELA. So we are going to start writing our own informational book. We've done this before, so it should not be anything new for you. Today, you are going to begin an information book about frogs and toads. First, you will need to plan the parts or the chapters of your book. So like you need to plan the table of contents so you know what you're going to write about. It says say across your fingers what the parts might be. So you might do 1 could be frogs, 2 could be toads, 3 could be how they're different. Then you're going to write your table of contents. You can add more than that if you would like to. And you can add things that they might eat or other things like that. So here are some examples on the bottom there. For math today, it's going to be a little bit tricky. You have to regroup in both the ones and the tens places. And so for our example problem, 564 minus 378, I've given you the example both in expanded form and in base 10 blocks, okay? Always start with your ones. And so we've been regrouping it with our ones. We changed the 4 into a 14 and the 60 becomes a 50. Then you can subtract. Then we get to the tens and go, oh, well, I can't do 50 minus 70. So I have to come over here and it actually becomes, I take 100 from here and move it over and it becomes 150, or 15 tens, in my 10 spot. And so then I can subtract 150 minus 70, which sounds like, oh my goodness, that's a lot to subtract. But if you take the zeros off, it's just 15 minus 70 and then add the 0 back in and you get 80. And then we're subtracting down there. And so I did it in both expanded form and in base 10 block. Try it, see if you can figure it out. If you get stuck, it's okay. Don't get frustrated. Join our Google Meet on Tuesday, and this is what we're going to be talking about, okay? So here's a good video. It's a teaching video and then some optional practice there. All right, and like I said, you don't have science for today because that was with ELA. So for art, you're going to either color a rainbow and hang it on the window to spread hope and joy. Maybe you've already done that. Maybe you can try it again. You're going to create a comic strip about you. You guys love doing that, so squares on your paper. You can draw what a car might look like in the future. There's a really cool book on Epic about that if you want to check it out. Then for your recess activity, you're going to stretch your calf muscle while watching 3 commercials. Okay, so up on your toes, stretch that calf muscle while watching 3 commercials in a row. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I love you, and I will talk to you.